So today my sister's going to be using the Shea Moisture Bamboo Charcoal Face Foam. And I like this stick because you could just, to keep from getting your hands messy, you could just put it on the stick. Or in this case, she did use her hands, but to apply the product, you don't have to use your hands. You could just use that stick to apply to your face. She does have acne, which is why I have her to use it first, because her skin is at this point is she's breaking out. So I told her to try it first to see how it works on her skin, because I already know how the African black soap it works on my skin. It works wonders. So I just told her, you know, go ahead and try it out to see how it works. See how you use that brush? It's not really a brush, it's like a little scoop, and you can just rub it throughout your face to apply the product. So she's just applying it to her skin. And these products was sent to me to review from Shea Moisture from the Sheabassador program. So yeah, they sent me this for October. So now she's just going to take a rag and remove the product from her skin. So she's just going to continue to remove it. Now she's going to be using the coconut line Glow Getter moisturizer. This is 100% virgin coconut oil. So it does have like a coconut smells, nothing major, nothing too strong. Normally when it's a virgin, it smells like the original thing, but it's not strong like how you have some products with coconut oil in it and it smells very strong. But this is organic and 100% virgin, so it doesn't have a heavy coconut smell. And I have used the Glow Getter moisturizer before, and I must say it works wonders, especially where I'm from. It's getting cold and my skin tends to get dry. You can already tell the difference in her skin. Like it's more shinier, and I don't know, it just appears to, you know, look 100% better than when she first started out. And coconut oil is really good, especially when you have acne and stuff. It's really good for your skin. She's feeling herself. So So now I'm going to be doing the knotless braid setup. I do use 3 strands for each braid. Y'all, this is my first time doing this, and it took me 3 days to complete this because I have to keep going back to do the strands, because I'm thinking, okay, if I do, you know, about 3 of these racks right here, then it was going to be enough, but it wasn't. So yeah, I do start them off large at the bottom because I like the knotless braids to be full. See, at first I was not a fan of these braids at all. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys, but I had to find a method where the braids look full and still look natural at the same time. So right now this is my first braid. I kind of messed up on this braid, but it's fine. You know, I'm not perfect. I do make mistakes, and sometimes I just edit out the mistakes, but in this case, this is my first time doing it, so I was like, nah, I'm gonna just keep it in here. It's neat to you guys, but I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to braiding. If it's not to my standard, I would take the whole thing loose, which is probably why it took me so long. Well, it is why it took so long. So y'all, I'm getting the hang of this. It's just like doing a feed-in braid. It's a little harder because I'm not braiding to the scalp. And I did this parting. I can't describe this parting. I just know the braids fall into place. I don't like the box knotless braids, because the box shape, because to me it doesn't look full and it doesn't fill in the spaces, if you know what I mean. These braids, well, the parting that I'm using, you know, it falls in between the spaces, so that way it doesn't look spacey. I don't like for my braids to look spacey or anything, so I'm really particular about the parting with these braids. And the color that I'm using is 1B and 27 mix. This is Expressions hair. And she says these braids don't hurt. She was able to style them the first day, which she has a video on, by the way. I'm gonna leave it in the description below. Look at that. They look full. I love it. Looks like it's coming from her scalp. It's not too heavy. I did cut the Expressions hair into 3 sections. So y'all, I'm just moving right on along. See how the parting covers up the spaces in between. I do want to do larger versions, well, larger version of this style, but I was only comfortable doing this size right now because this is my first time doing it, and so I have to come up with a strategy so where when I do larger braids, they will also look full and not spacey. And I only use 3 strands, which is perfect because you don't want it to be too bulky. You want the size of the braid to be proportional to the parting of the part of the size of the braid. So if you're doing little braids, you just need to use, you know, a little bit of hair. If you're doing big braids, you need to use a lot of hair. So I'm just very particular when it comes to box braids and the size and the amount of hair that I'm using. That was the issue of the reason why I wasn't a fan of this style, because some of the pictures I've seen, like the braids would be big and some people wasn't using, well, for my standard, they wasn't using the right amount of hair. Because I feel like, well, for me, and it's just my opinion, I feel like if you're wearing extensions, it's to bring fullness and enhance your hair. So that's why I have to come up with something, because she liked these braids, but she was like, she don't want them to be, you know, too spaced out and skimpy. And I'm not talking about anybody's work on YouTube. I'm just very particular when I see pictures on Pinterest and stuff, because I learn from videos, and I also learn from looking at pictures on how to do styles. So I was like, yeah, I have to learn this, and I have to come up with my own method. I believe if I was more prepared, I would probably finish these braids this size probably within 7 to 8 hours. I don't know. I'm not sure. See how the braids are just falling within the parts. Yeah, by the time I got to the top, I was just moving. I was gone. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing. Like, this was actually, well, I've always enjoyed doing hair, but this is fun because this is something new that I'm learning. So it was quite exciting doing these. Because by the time I made it to the top, I was like, I'm on the road. I got the concept down. We good. And these braids are really gentle. It's not a lot of tension. You can style them the first day you get it done. You can move them around without being in pain. You're not, because when you get regular box braids, you're confined to like one spot until the braids loosen up. But these are already loosened. You know, they're not pulling anything. So now we're just going to continue to braid down. So I'm just going to continue to braid. And the braids are falling in between the parts. So I'm almost done. Yeah, when I say I was excited doing this style, because like this is my first time doing it, I wanted to be right. I was just excited. And I only use 3 strands per braid. You see how nice and full that is? Like, that is what I wanted. That's the vision I was going for. We're finally on the last braid. If you want to know how she styled these braids, click the link down below, subscribe to her channel, tell her Hair is My Life Jay sent you. She is college age, so if you guys need, like, you know, advice or whatever, she has advice on her channel. And she also does hair, but she doesn't like doing other people's hair. But she can also style hair as well, so check out her channel down below and subscribe. Here's the finished look. I just put some braiding cuffs on there. Y'all, she was really feeling these braids. I'm glad she was so patient with me. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching.